Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And today in Division 2, we are going to be going over the optimization station in the TU12 PTS that is going on right now. We're going to be able to clarify everything and anything or any misconceptions that we thought we had. We're going to know exactly how it works and what needs to change. We're going to be going over the good, the bad, and definitely the ugly. It is looking pretty rough for the optimization station, but Massive can still fix it and still has time to fix this to make this probably one of the best features in TU12, but it is in their hands. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe, and if you like the video, smash that like button. It helps. Small channel, but we're getting bigger every day. Now, before we trash this thing, let me explain to you what the optimization station is. It's a new feature coming in TU12. We had it back in Division 1. Some of you old vets might remember it. It's a little different and functions a little differently since we no longer have gear score in the game. So what it does, it lets you optimize any of your stats, basically making all your stats max on your gear. You can make any gear or any piece, any exotic, a god roll if you have the time and you do not get bored to death from doing control points. Now, there is one caveat to the optimization station, and that is you are going to want to recal your gear before you start optimizing anything, because there is no going back, because that recal slot is just going to be grayed out. You're not going to be able to touch it. You're not going to be able to do anything with it. So let's say I had a chest piece. It had the perfect talent I want, but it had like health and critical hit chance, and I decided to optimize that health. I can't go back and recal that health to like critical hit damage or whatever stat I want. I am stuck with it. So be very careful, and it is very expensive to do these optimizations. So think before you optimize, because you are going to spend a lot of time out in the world, out in the dark zone, in missions, trying to get all these materials. Now, this is a perfect segue. Let's get into materials, because they added about 30 or 40 different materials. I think there's even more than that, and it's just way too much. It needs to be condensed into just a few materials. There's too much, and there's too much to do, and there's several sources when it comes to getting these different materials. Now, I went and crafted just a crappy pair of yellow gloves. I recaled the weapon damage to max, and we are just going to optimize the headshot damage. At first, you see it's not that bad. It just takes a few items, but as soon as we get to the second optimization stage and on, it starts going crazy, like exponentially. From 6, we went to 111 gloves. We need 63 control points. It's just way too much, and I'm going to explain to you why, because I'm going to show you how many mats we get for each activity. Now, currently in the game, so we break down one glove, we get one mat. We do one heroic checkpoint, we get 4 checkpoint mats, and we kill one named boss inside a mission, we get one boss mat. I assume it works the same for bounties, but I have not tested that out. And when it comes to project mats, we need one daily project for one mat, and one weekly project equals 5 mats. Now, the best way to get these materials is through crafting, and you have to use the crafting materials, and it is quite a lot. I think it's almost a third of your max cap, and that's still way too many mats to even deal with. From my estimation, it's going to take at least maybe a week just to optimize one piece of gear. No way is that going to fly with the community or anyone. I'm just not going to optimize gear. I may optimize one gear set, and that's something that I'll use 90% of the time. Otherwise than that, I will not mess with it until they fix this, because I am not going to spend 111 gloves. I have to break down 111 gloves, and it was like 66 control point maps. So I would be doing like almost 20 control points just to do one optimization. Now we can do crafting, and it's a little easier, but still we'll have to farm out those other mats as soon as we run out. We only have like 1,500 of some, and other, like the components, we have a lot more. But at the end of the day, it's just way too much farming, and nobody is going to do that or even mess with it. The idea of the optimization station is to like increase the longevity of the game, maybe so they have more time for year 2 or just for Division 3. Now, grinding the materials is not the worst part of this, in my opinion, and honestly, the worst part of this is they are forcing us to do content, again, that we may not want to. You think I want to do all the projects every week, every day? No, I do one project a week. Maybe the summit, but usually I'll do my shade requisition. I'll get my exotic cash, my name cash. I'm not messing with none of those other projects. I don't need my blueprints anymore. I don't need any of this. And then they're forcing us to go and do CPs again to unlock these crafting exchange rates, so we have to go and grind all these CPs again. We're gonna have to do it to get the materials, but that's not the point. The point is just forcing you to play a game mode or activity you don't want, but you feel you have to just to progress in the game. That is gonna make a lot of players disappear. I know every time I've played a game, best example, World of Warcraft. I love that game. It is one of my favorite games in the world, and I would still play it, but the fact that it's like having a second job. I played that game because I love the game, but when you have to do all these certain things just to even play on a basic level, it's just not fun. And this is my release. This is where I come home and I relax and I play World of Warcraft or Division 2 or whatever it may be. I do not want to come home and start my second shift. Same thing with Division 2. I'm just not going to farm this stuff out. I'll optimize a few pieces other than that, and I'm probably never going to touch it until they nerf the amount of materials you need or increase the amount of materials that we get. Because right now, going from needing 6 gloves to needing 111, that's only the second optimization. I could see it like double, go 6, 12, 24, blah, 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 because there's so many different pieces of gear and so much to optimize. If I wanted to optimize every piece of gear that I like, every gear set, and it's really not that much. I have not been playing Division 2 that long. I would probably be playing, grinding out these materials till Division 4 came out. So, it's just not worth it, and I would stay far away. Maybe they'll fix it in the next BTS, but don't hold your breath. Expect to be fixed in TU13, but you never know. It sucks because this is a really great feature and I was really excited for this coming out in TU12, but if they do not fix the materials in this is going to be a bad day for everyone, for the developers, and they really need to think more about the community when it comes to things like this, especially things that are really going to affect the gameplay. What are we going to grind anyways? Summit for 24/7 for the next 3 months? No. If you're going to make us grind something, give us new content, give us a new raid, give us more than just going floor to floor. Summit's okay, and they added a progression system, but really, I'm going to get my exotic, and I probably won't be in there other than to farm name caches. And that's the thing, it's just not that fun for me. And I know I kind of went on a tangent on Summit, but oh well. It's just not that fun. They need to switch it out. Just you don't have to be everything designed to be a floor. Make an underground area. Make a sewer. Use your imagination, Massive. I know you guys can do it. I keep saying it. Use your imagination. Alright guys, you have a great day. Check out all my other videos. I got builds, tutorials, everything you guys need for Division 2. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.